Kidd Brewer Stadium in beautiful Boone, North Carolina. It's the UL Monroe Warhawks and the Appalachian State Mountaineers. Reese Davis, Dave Pollock, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Kidd Brewer Stadium at App State is one of the most exciting stadiums in the country. 30,000 strong. The Rock gets rocking. It is the highest college football stadium on the east end of the Mississippi. It opened in 1962 and saw a $50 million expansion in 2020. The Rock gets loud. That's why App State is so tough at home. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Mountaineers offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David. But the question, can they even stop it?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop it. And I'm just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. You're like, sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure. And because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got two guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes. And so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Man, he was open. He had an opportunity. You just got to look that thing. A lot of times guys are catching it, and as they're catching it, you see their head start to turn to try to think about getting upfield, and they just lose that concentration for a second. A little missed opportunity there for this offense.
Davis will throw. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
Well, on that 3rd down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do something with it after they catch. But this is a defense that takes pride in their ability to tackle in the open field. That was a fantastic job of rallying to the ball carrier inbounds and getting him down. Now set.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Caught, and he's got room. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great, and as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to try to get it himself. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. And the Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Deep shot for the end zone. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
There might not be a hotter player right now in college football than this guy right here. He had 2 picks in their last game. He already has an interception in the first drive of this one. Quarterbacks, they're going to figure it out eventually. Stop throwing his way.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Taking a shot on the first play. Snags it down the right side. Took it all the way inside their territory, down to the 40-yard line, and that's where they'll set up shop.
Here we go, ready? Blue 22, blue 22. Go, go.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the catch. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And the Warhawks have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw it. It's complete.
I love quarterbacks that are decisive and that put the mustard on the passes. When you need to put the ball on a line in a hurry with some extra hot sauce, you have to do it. Good job by the quarterback understanding zone and hitting that curve.
It's in the tight end in motion. Rushes on him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The Warhawks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The run inside. It's Jamison. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Warhawks! They get set for the point after as we have the 1st score of the game.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They give it to him again. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down. The Mountaineers want to pick up the tempo.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a 1st down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Davis looking to pass. Working that left side now. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. Unloads quickly. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. And the Mountaineers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work.
Oftentimes when offenses get a 1st down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo, and you're seeing them now go hurry up.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Lewis. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but we're seeing it specifically on this drive.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. We've reached the end of the period, and it's Louisiana Monroe out front. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. The Mountaineers will come to the line to convert on 4th down. They'll move the wide receiver. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. Quick release by the QB. Inside the 25. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business. And the Mountaineers have it with a 1st and goal. Lost to throw again. Pocket breaking down. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way. Knocked it right down the middle. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Out of the end zone. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Pressure coming. And it's a sack.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
And the Warhawks now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Red pass, it's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the throw to the sideline is complete, but won't be enough for the 1st down. The Warhawks will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Takes it on the return. He gets a block. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They evened things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
He might want another play. They'll move the tight end. Now a timeout was called. Play clock was all the way down to 2. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. Davis will throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a 1st down.
Come on, defense. What are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate this guy. They've got to communicate to each other if they're passing off in coverage. You can't let that guy be that wide open.
Got his man to the left. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Mountaineers with the 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Caught behind the line. It's Sanchez. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved the touchdown.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels. Now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
So the officials spy that face mask penalty, and the offense gets a first down. And the defense is just about out of room to defend. They are backed up right on the doorstep. Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown, Appalachian State. Into the end zone for 6.
Well, I love the decision-making by the quarterback, going to his go-to receiver in that situation of the game. But defense, come on. You got to know that's the guy the QB's looking for.
A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. Let's see what he can do with the return. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Here comes the Warhawks offense onto the field to go on the attack. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Zings it complete to the right. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And it wasn't lack of effort by the running back. He was trying. You could tell he fought one guy off, but another guy in his face right away, just trying to do something. The offensive line needs to do a better job keeping some guys off this guy. Come on, man. Take care of your running back.
They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Off play action. Got it behind the line. It's Anderson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Warhawks will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Mountaineers offense to take the field and open this possession. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Looking down the middle. Makes a connection. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Davis looking to pass. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a first half.
They'll send the back in motion. Grabbed behind the line. It's Roberts. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Here's a heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They knock him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Off play action on first down. Bringing the heat. And down he goes.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
And the Mountaineers will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
Guys, I caught up with the Warhawks head coach at the half. The message of his speech was, I've got to get the running back more involved. They trust him. He's been terrific, but they haven't gotten him enough carries. He said, I've got one guy in the booth upstairs who is tracking how many times our running back touches the ball. That is the most essential part of getting back in this game. Get the rock to the guy who can make the biggest difference.
Thanks, Holly. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab.
In the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that cornerback, and a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
Finds the tight end. They got him at the 42, but he got 5 yards on the play.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Catch in the middle. It's Anderson. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Warhawks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. From the gun, the ground game. There's some room. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. They're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And the Warhawks with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And how about the big nose tackle? The guy who's right in the middle of the defense, the hardest spot to get a sack because you got the center in front of you, you got the guards right next to you, not a lot of space. Just uses the power, gets through, and gets the big sack.
3rd and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. And the missed connection on 3rd down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And the holder will place it down on the left hash. A 47-yard try coming. Right down the boulevard. It's good. The lead is down to a field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Guys, I'm here on the Mountaineers sideline. They are really hyping up their quarterback right now, guys. You know, they weren't exactly sure what to expect from this young player going into the game, but he has delivered over 200 yards passing. He has proven to be someone they can count on. The coaches keep telling him, poise, composure, keep it going. This young guy is showing what he's made of. Back to you.
All right, Ollie.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
He'll run it again. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. The Mountaineers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Davis will throw. It's on target and complete. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, third and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying play action. Unloads to the right. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
He'll pull it down and run. Quarterback gets the first down. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. And the Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
Caught in the backfield, it's Roberts. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Wow, you saw the speed of the defense there. They're trying to spit this football out to the running back on the perimeter. And how about the defense able to get to him quickly to bring him down for no gain?
Red 54, red 54.
Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Motion from the wide receiver. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Roberts. He gets it to the 38-yard line, but this defense forces a fourth down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that.
They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for defense. Turn it over on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on fourth down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Let's see what they've got on second down. the RPO complete. Could not make his way to the corner.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You got to take shots offensively.
Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. Oh, he got... Continues to fight for yards. Touchdown, UL Monroe. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And at this stage of the game in the fourth quarter, big-time players make big plays in big games. What a great job after he secured the catch in the open field, showing off the speed, taking it to the house, and with it, his team now has the lead.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Appalachian State comes out onto the field to get the drive started. Davis looking to pass. Here's the pressure. Finds his back in the middle.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake. Check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was two guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
On the option. The pitch. Can't get him to the ground.
Man, I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to the running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Got the first down. Got room at the 35. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. A really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the first down.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays. And you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it. They know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him. And as soon as he took off, they ran to him, and they made sure they got him on the ground.
3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. Might be changing the route. Davis will throw. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down.
Offenses know and work on it all week. Third downs. We got to be really, really good. This offense not good on this 3rd down. It could come back to bite him.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Trying to escape it. Turning it on. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Man, it is do or die time right now for this offense playing at home, and the quarterback just takes the play over. On 4th down, knowing they're trailing, doing anything he can to scramble, find a way to keep this team alive in front of this home crowd. This is going to go down to the wire.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Back to pass on 2nd down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
I love the discipline of this defense. Not just playing run, right? They know it could be a pass in this situation, pinning their ears back, getting to the quarterback, taking away all that small stuff, all the stuff, the easy access, the free release. Nice job and nice discipline by this defense.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller.
Guys, they're going to pass on taking the sure 3 here and try to get the touchdown, and this is a pretty big gamble. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And that is no good. And it is still a 4-point deficit.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Still on his feet at the 35. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. This time he wants to throw. Pulls it in. It's Anderson. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
I think most offensives around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
The Warhawks have it with a 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Jamison. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. The defense quickly calls a timeout, trying to save as much clock as possible. $1:57 left. Motion from the wideout. Reads it, fires complete. And they get him down. With 1:52 seconds left, the defense will use a timeout, trying to get the football back.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Dragged down right at the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it's good! Big 3 points to stretch the lead.
Well, that's a huge kick right there because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent now. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big moment.
The Mountaineers offense coming onto the field. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the 1st down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
The Mountaineers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Pulls and fires complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Davis looking to pass. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
Well, defensively, you've got to have an answer for this athletic quarterback. You've got to do a better job containing him in the pocket, or you've got to have a spy ready to make the play and get a tackle if he decides to get out. But everything went wrong there. Not only did he get the first, but you also let him get out of bounds and stop the clock.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got a first down. They're in plus territory, and they've got a chance to win the game. And perfect situational awareness there. Get the first down. Don't get greedy. Stop the clock.
Yeah, and that's why this team practices these types of 2-minute situations all week long leading up to games so that everybody's on the same page. That receiver did an awesome job getting out of bounds to try to preserve as much clock as possible.
Looking to throw on first down. Completes it along the sidelines, but that'll be for no gain. How about this running back dragging a toe and getting it inbounds?
Showing off the wide receiver skills. You know, running backs are so talented nowadays, and you split them out as a wide receiver so much, and he showed it there. He can play wide out easily with a nice catch, nice awareness.
What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? Long way to go. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Passing situation, what do I want to do? I want to bring more guys that can cover guys on the outside. Nice job by this defense, running the dime package, more DBs on the field to match up with all these speedy wide receivers.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He's taking the deep shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee.